Hi, welcome to my channel, Organized with Joy. I'm Joy and I want to inspire you to get organized. In today's video, I'll be cleaning this entryway and I will be cleaning out that entry closet as well, and I will also be giving this area a little makeover. I wanted to give you some before shots so you can see what everything looked like before I tackled this area. I'm starting with the entryway closet, and what I'm going to do is remove everything from the closet. Well, almost everything. I do have a shoe cabinet that is mounted to the wall in there, so I won't be removing that, but I'm starting this project just by removing everything from the space, which is what I like to do with any sort of organizing and cleaning project.
I'm gonna cut mine, and then when we shake 'em, we'll be the same color and type. You're smiling at me.
And here I'm beginning to take out some vintage frames and prints that I've been collecting over the last several months. I have a project idea for these prints and frames, but I just need to store them temporarily in this closet until I am able to put that project together.
Don't you quit on me. Don't give up.
I'm going to vacuum out this space and then clean it with some multi-purpose cleaning spray, and I'm using these paper towels because it was really dusty and dirty in there, and so I just wanted to use paper towels so I could dispose of them since they would be really dirty.
Still a boy, but you're not the same.
Next, I am going to begin to go through the 3 storage boxes that were on the top shelf in that closet, and I'm just going to be going through and decluttering items that I think we no longer need or use anymore.
You say in that treehouse that all I had wrong was a day. Don't give up, don't you quit on me. Oh, don't give up, don't you quit on me. And if hope keeps you young and wild, then if you please, I'd like to die as a child.
And here you'll see me rearrange the orientation of these bags in this box because I wanted them to be in the same direction as the backpack box. Here is the pile of things that I'm getting rid of. There's some jackets that my husband decluttered, and then a vest and some scarves, a couple bags, and then these hangers. I haven't decided. I might take these pants hangers to our closet to see if I can use them up there instead of the ones that we're currently using. And a random sock. Don't know whose it is, where it came from. Probably somebody else's kid. And here I'm just making labels for those tags for my boxes, and I'm just using my embossing label maker, but it has been causing me problems lately and has not been fully pressing down for some reason, or like making the indentation so that it's clear what the letters are. So I'll spare you all of that work that was done, but I did finally get the tags to work, and I'm not really sure what's wrong with that label maker. It is pretty cheap. It's only like $8 on Amazon. But yeah, I have tried all different things. I've tried pushing for longer. I've tried pushing harder. I don't know. If anyone has any ideas of what might be wrong with it, let me know in the comments.
Our story became a world brand new. You and I, we have found what we've been missing. You and I, it feels like we're finally living. We are wide open.
And next, I'll be cleaning out our entryway table, and for some reason this is just a drawer that collects a lot of stuff that doesn't belong there. I think it's an easy place to throw things because it's such a large drawer, but I'm going to clean it out and I'm going to only put back the things that belong there, and then all of the other remaining items I return to their homes.
Open wide, the future's on our side. We'll touch the stars, we'll follow our hearts into the light. Walk with me, and we'll be all we need. Your hand in mine.
And once I was done decluttering the drawer, I go ahead and remove all of the decor items so that I can clean the top, and I am using Method Wood for Good. Honestly, I just really like the smell of it. I'm not so sure that it is appropriate or works well for this particular entry table because it is just like a veneer top, so but it does clean it, so it works. And next, I'm going to be removing the rug from this space. And to be honest, I don't do this very often because I have to use rug tape. It's actually a really cool product. It works well on tile. I'm not so sure that it would work well on like a wood floor. It might ruin a wood floor because it's definitely very, very sticky. As you'll see, I'm struggling to get it off here. But I will take this up maybe every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months or so that I can vacuum and clean underneath. But I have to use that rug tape so that it doesn't slip around when people are coming and going inside our house. Whenever I'm deep cleaning our entryway, I always like to use this opportunity to make sure that I vacuum all of the dust that collects on our vent here. And I also will open it up here and clean the inside as well. And as you can see, our air filter is very dirty. We usually keep them on hand, but I guess it's been a while since we've purchased a package and we had none on hand this day. Otherwise, I would have definitely changed this filter out, and I plan to do that sometime this week. And while I had the entryway table moved out of the way, I decided to go ahead and clean the grout and tile here where the entryway table sits. And if you haven't seen my recent video where I deep clean my kitchen, I actually use this product in that video and share with you all the details about it. But I also have this little electric scrubbing tool that really makes a huge difference when cleaning your grout, so I can leave the link for those products in the description box below, and I'll also link the video where I use this product in my kitchen deep clean.
Way to carry, everyone has a soul, so let it shine. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times.
I did in fact clean the rest of the grout throughout this entryway. I just didn't record that process, but I'm just going to go ahead and finish up by using my O-Cedar mop, and I have a little bit of all-purpose cleaner, concentrate in with some hot water to clean this entryway. And next I'm gonna clean all of our trim in this area, and because this trim is so thick and the wainscoting, it collects a lot of dust over time, and so I'm just using a microfiber cleaning cloth along with Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose cleaning spray to get these areas clean.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. On the summertime.
Next, I begin to prep this wall for a little makeover. I had purchased some wallpaper from Wall Blush, and I was so excited for it to come in the mail. It kind of took a long time to get here, but I'm going ahead and cleaning the whole surface with a damp cloth to prepare it for the wallpaper. And while I was cleaning the wall, I noticed that I had not repaired the holes from our previous mirror, probably because our current mirror covered them up. But I'm going to go ahead and repair those just to prevent the holes from poking through the wallpaper.
What we've been told is supposed to be. Oh.
Okay, while that is drying, I'm going to go ahead and open this. I obviously know what it looks like because I ordered it, but this is the first time I'm actually seeing it in person and opening it. I decided to just wait until I could open it with you. This is kind of nice. They have panel 1 and then panel 2. Okay, well, I guess you're not going to be able to see it really well, so I'll have to wait and see. And here I am at the beginning of the process of hanging this wallpaper, and I look back and see so much hope in her little heart, but this was really challenging. The first piece actually wasn't that challenging compared to the second piece. You'll see in a minute me struggling with the second piece, but I do have to say this wallpaper was so amazing because even if I had to take it off and reapply it several times, it still stuck really well. So I definitely highly recommend this wallpaper company. It was called Wall Blush. Not sponsored, just I really like the quality of this wallpaper. And this was my very first time installing any sort of wallpaper, so I can't necessarily give you tips or tricks. I can tell you some of the things that I ended up doing in the end, but I'm definitely no expert at this. Also, my plan was to carry the wallpaper all the way across this wall to the corner. However, I ended up running out, and I think it's because I thought that I would have enough of the remaining wallpaper with the second piece to put in the corner, and then I could piece together some things for above the door frame there. But because of the way I had to line up the second piece, it overlapped the first piece by quite a bit. So I don't hate the way it turned out. I definitely would have liked it if the wallpaper could extend all the way to the end of that wall, but it still looks pretty. So the first piece went up fairly easily, but the second piece was really challenging because of having to line up the pattern. And I think there was a few things going against me. First of all, I think this floral pattern was very difficult to line up, but they also recommend having 2 people to install it, and obviously here I am trying to install it by myself. But on top of that, I had quite a big extra piece at the top, and that's because our trim at the top at the end of the wall kind of cuts off at an angle. You might be able to see it in a different shot later on in the video, but I had to have like a little small piece up in the corner there so that it went all the way to the ceiling in that corner. But my camera actually ended up turning off, and you can't see the whole process of me taking this off and on the wall. I think it was like 25 times, maybe more, but I got it figured out in the end. The other thing that happened to me is I found it really difficult to control the box cutting knife that I was using to cut the edges, and so it wasn't like a perfectly straight edge cut, which was really hard for me as a perfectionist. But in the end, I decided to go ahead and use some caulk around the edges, like where my wainscoting met the wallpaper, and then at the trim and at the edge of the door. I'm not sure if this is something that's done or wise, but it is what I did to remedy the problem. And next, I'm just replacing that rug tape that I just keep on hand. I obviously had to use new rug tape because the other one I had pulled up and it had gotten ruined. But again, I really love this rug tape. I just get it off Amazon, so I can link that for you.
And I'm sorry for all my pretending, but you know me, where else would I go? And I'm sorry for all my pretending.
Okay, bad news. This got destroyed. This is the entry table, and I had temporarily stuck my wallpaper to it, and it's like it's just veneer. It's not like a really high quality piece. I had just gotten it at Target, but it looks, was already here. It looks like I'm going to have to figure out something different to do with it. I actually thought about refinishing this piece or like painting it, and I guess this pushes me in that direction, but I am going to try something. I have an idea. I'm going to see what that looks like. I may have to go to plan B, but I have my sander out. I'm going to just give the top a quick sand, and I'm going to be painting. So this was the next day with all the snafus that I ran into, from struggling to hang up the wallpaper to ruining my entryway table. I really just needed a break, but here I am. I got my mirror hung back up and I'm getting it cleaned up and just putting the finishing touches on this entryway.
You're my sunshine every morning, light up every moment, make my every dream come true. Oh, I can't describe it, took my tongue and tied it, sent my heart over the moon.
I always like to use decor pieces to finish out a space, and I wanted to share this little trick with you. These branches that I'm putting in this vase here were from our front yard. You can always just grab some yard clippings to bring in some natural green elements. Another thing I like to do when I'm cleaning my entryway is make sure that I clean out our vacuum cleaner and filter, and I kind of wish I would have shown you a before picture, but it was so disgusting I was kind of embarrassed. But I should do it more often than just when I clean out my entryway, is what I'm learning. And here is what this space looked like after, and even with all of the frustrations and struggles that I had putting this space together, I was very happy in the end. And even though I ruined my entryway table, I do feel like in the end, I actually like this look way better than the look that I had before with this entry table. So I guess it all worked out in the end.
You're my sunshine every morning, light up every moment, make my every dream come true. Oh, I can't describe it, took my tongue and tied it, sent my heart over the moon. Come fly away with me, imagine all the things that we could see.
Thank you for watching my video today. I hope that it inspired you to declutter or clean a space in your home, or maybe even just do a little update in your home to make it more beautiful. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing.
You're my sunshine every morning, light up every moment, make my every dream come true. Oh, I can't describe it, took my tongue and tied it,